Well, hello, IDS 105 students, and welcome to week 7, module 7 here in your IDS 105 classroom. Y'all, we only have 2 weeks left of the term. This week is a big week. You are finally going to be turning in that project that you have been working on all term long. So as a reminder for your module 7, week 7 assignments, you want to go to that learn.snhu.edu to that Brightspace classroom, and you want to scroll down to module 7. Make sure, as always, that you click through the Module 7 introduction and overview. Couple things I wanted to point out for this week. You will notice that there is a discussion assignment that is posted here, but you'll also notice that it is non-graded. What this means is that this is just a space here. It's a space that is provided for you and your classmates to be able to ask questions, share tips for writing, discuss motivational strategies that have kind of kept you going through the term or as you're working on this project. This is completely optional. It's there if you want to share your thoughts or give ideas, but you do not have to. It's just an opportunity to have that space available shall you need it. It is not graded. There's nothing due with the discussion. It's just there as an opportunity to share your thoughts or to even maybe ask some questions that are generic in general to the project or the template. This is not a space to post your final project or any pieces or parts, okay? The big focus this week is a 7-2 project. So as always, click on guidelines and rubrics so that you can have an overview of what is expected of you. Now, the biggest thing I want you to know about this week's assignment for the project is you are not, I repeat, you are not starting or creating a brand new document. You have been most likely using this lovely little template right here. Remember, yours won't have the highlights. This is just mine. You have been using this template all term long to answer the questions based off of the scenario that you picked back in week 2. So either you created your own, or you did a personal scenario, school scenario, or workplace scenario, and you use that scenario and your own personal and professional experiences to answer questions back in week 2, week 3, right? Week 4, and week 5. Okay, so at this point, this should be all filled out. Now, some of you may have used separate pieces of Word documents to answer the questions. Maybe they're each separate and you uploaded them. That's fine. But for this project, you want to put everything together. So if you did separate out the assignments and submit them individually, you want to make sure you have one completed cohesive document. And if you worked on the assignment throughout the term using the same document, your stuff is ready to go. With the caveat, this is the time where you want to make sure that you go back into your grade center. Remember, course menu, click on grades, and you want to go and look at every single project draft part. So part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, and you want to look and see what your instructor said. Were you missing anything? Did you need to add any extra detail? Was it good to go? Whatever it is, because your job this week is to take that template you've been working on all term and you're going to clean it up. So you're going to edit things that might have need edited. You might need to add some details. You might have to update some things. Maybe you need to have some more examples. Maybe you forgot a part and you need to conclude that part, whatever it is. You want to make sure that you are submitting in module 7 by Sunday's grading deadline of week 7, module 7, your project. Again, you're not starting over. You're not starting from scratch. You've worked on this project all term long. What you're doing now is just cleaning it up, making sure you have everything, making sure it's ready to go, and you're going to be turning it in. As a reminder, if you use the same template all term long and just worked on that same working document the whole term, just make sure that everything is ready to go before you turn it in. If you separated out the assignments or created your own, just make sure you have one cohesive document that has all pieces and parts. So you want to make sure you have part 1, social justice, part 2, elevating your cultural fluency, part 3, intercultural communication and collaboration, part 4, communication strategies to navigate conflict. Make sure everything is there, all the pieces and parts, everything has been answered, and then you'll want to make sure that you submit that assignment just like you have all of the other weeks for your project drafts, but underneath module 7. If for some reason you might need a refresher on the project scenarios, as always, click on project scenarios and it goes over the school, personal, and workplace scenarios. If you created your own, go back to module 2's assignment because that's where you should have included those details and worked with your instructor to make sure that you could utilize that for the term. If you are stuck, if you have questions, this is the time to reach out to your instructor to make sure you know what you're doing and to make sure you successfully submit your assignment for module 7. Also, great time to utilize the academic support team. Click on academic support. I encourage you to utilize the written feedback service. You can actually upload your completed project Submit that draft. You're going to upload it, submit it. You're going to select, there's going to be this little questionnaire that pops up. You're going to select the most important areas for your tutor to focus on, and then they're going to get targeted feedback to you within 12 hours. It's a great way to just double check your writing, make sure that your answers are clear, make sure that you have enough details, that your full thoughts are expressed, but yet you're writing in complete sentences. It's just a great way to kind of double check things before you submit that assignment. Again, if you have questions, if you're stuck, you're not sure in something, this is a great time to reach out to your instructor. Wow, y'all, week 7. It's a big week. Just remember, you're not starting over. You're just editing and revising, if needed, the things that you needed to work on as you turn in those project drafts. Submit one completed, cohesive document. The discussion is just a feedback opportunity. Nothing is graded there. Your draft is due, or your final project is due by Sunday or before, as convenient for your schedule. Have the most amazing week 7. You got this, and we look forward to seeing your final products.